Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can assume from the title, I will be talking to you about this new phase that I decided to take with this whole Candida cleanse, and I finally decided to do a detox. I know generally in the phases of Candida cleanse it starts with a detox. I never did that. I just was all over the board. I did my own thing, but you know, I've been eating a mostly plant-based diet from the beginning of the year, and I thought I would have a breakthrough with that, but you know, unfortunately there's still some things that I needed to work on, which is fine because I'm always iterating my whole journey and process. But I finally decided to do a tea detox, and I've never done one before. I was so interested and wanted to learn a little bit more about it, but more so curious to see if that would help me in my journey. So if you'd like to hear about how that's been going, or if you want to consider one yourself, please continue watching. So I came across these teas on Instagram, which is like the source of information for me nowadays, and I follow a lot of like health food pages, holistic health pages, a lot of plant-based pages, and I follow a doctor. His name is Dr. Bobby Price. He authors the book Vegetation Over Education, which is a really good book if you're looking to get into plant-based lifestyle and dieting, or if you're just curious as to why someone might switch and the health benefits there is to it. Definitely give it a read. So the same doctor then began to start selling these teas that were known for helping rid of candida and parasites. So I saw it, I think I saw it sometime earlier this year, and I just bookmarked the page, but I didn't really give it a second thought because I was just like, what is a tea gonna do? How is a tea gonna help me rid of anything, right? It's just something I'm drinking. Was I wrong? So I went through the rest of the year, you know, still eating mostly plant-based, you know, started exercising and noticed that I was still stagnant. Yes, I was still going to my naturopath. Yes, she was giving me supplements, but like I still felt like nothing was really happening, and I always gauge that by my bowel movements or how often I have them. So I was just like, okay, something new needs to happen in my life. What is it? So one day I'm scrolling through my phone and I'm looking at my saved photos, and I came across that screenshot or that bookmarked page of the herbal TeaTox, and I was like, I looked into it and I was like, okay, well maybe I should try this out. I've never done this before and I have nothing to lose. I never really considered parasites. I knew that, you know, there's parasite cleanses out there, but I was so focused on candida, and I really thought that, you know, it's like, okay, I need to get rid of this overgrowth so that I can start to see my health flourish. But I never really considered parasites. I always kind of knew about it, but it was in the peripheral. But I do know that they are closely linked to each other, so leaky gut, candida, and parasites, they kind of all work together in unison. So even though it was like, this is a tea you can use to kill off parasites, I knew that, okay, by killing off parasites, that's going to help my candida, which is going to help my leaky gut. So everything just kind of connects to each other. And I was like, whatever, I'm going to give this a shot. Alright, so the first tea is the Parasite Candida Cleanse Herbal Blend. So it comes in 95 grams. It's the 14 days what I bought again, and I just want to read off the benefits, of course, and then the ingredients, because what always gets me so excited is like the benefits. So the Parasite Candida Cleanse, it says it kills parasites and yeast, restores healthy gut bacteria, cleanses the liver and kidney, detoxifies the blood, and removes mucus. The ingredients to this herbal mix is black walnut, hull, burdock, clove, neem, oregano, pau d'arco, excuse me if I didn't pronounce that right, and wormwood. So yeah, I still have some more left. I'm actually I didn't just start this. I'm late with uploading this, but I'm halfway into this. So just to give you an idea of what this will look like. So as you can see, yeah, these are organic, wild-crafted herbal mix that you will be steeping in your water and taking this every day. Yeah, this one is really important to take off, obviously, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to kill everything bad in my body. I'm trying to get rid of it. But how am I getting rid of it? Well, that's where the second tea comes into factor. He also sells the tummy TeaTox, so when you buy the detox, you're buying both of these. You're not just choosing it individually, because both need to be purchased and used and taken together, because one is killing the candida, then one's getting rid of it out of your body. The one's ushering everything that is dead out of your body. So the tummy TeaTox, the benefits to this is alleviates bloating and gas, constipation, removes accumulated bowel waste, softens the stool, flattens the tummy, and burns belly fat. It's good for your hair, skin, and your nails. Ingredients in here, there's some that I can't really pronounce, but I'm going to write it all down in the comment box below. So Cascara, Sagrada, Dandelion, Rhubarb, Sage, Senna, and slippery elm are the ingredients to here, and same thing. When you first smell them though, because that's what I did, I know that these teas are extremely bitter, so when I did what I did when I first got them was I smelled them just to kind of gauge how bitter it was going to taste. It didn't really do much for me, but until you taste it. But yeah, so these are the two teas. Those are the benefits and the description. So I know you're probably thinking, how are you preparing these teas? So you'll actually need a couple of things. You're going to need two 32-ounce mason jars. You're going to need to purchase spring water, and if you would like to, you can use a little infuser to capture the loose leaf tea. What you'll do is you'll take 2 tablespoons of the Parasite Candida cleanse and 2 tablespoons of the tummy TeaTox. You're going to want to put them each in their own mason jar. Bring your spring water to a boil. And then once it's boiled, of course, pour it over the teas, and you want to steep it overnight. Now I decide to steep mine overnight. If you don't get a chance to do it overnight, that's okay. Maximum time, or the minimum time you'll need to steep for, is about 4 hours. You just want to make sure all of the herbs are settled and really, really strong into that water. Once everything is steeped, then you're going to want to strain it. So just use a strainer and just pour it back into the mason jar. After that, you're free to just drink it. Now, when I first started, like the first day, the first sip I took, I was like, what did I get myself into? Like, am I actually doing this? But then I always think of why I want to do this. And then I think of, also I'm so curious because I'm really, from the accounts of other people that have taken this, there's so many reviews on this, and people have, been astonished at the benefits that it's given them, and I want to get there. So that's my why, and I get pushed forward for that, so that's what I keep in mind as I'm going through this. So the first day I drank the teas, extremely bitter. It took me 3 to 4 hours probably just to finish the Parasite one, because it's like black juice. It's so bitter. And even though there's clove in it, you think it's like, oh yeah, clove smells good and it should taste good. It's very bitter, but you know what, bitter the better, because I know it's working wonders inside my body, even though my taste buds can't stand it, but whatever. So I was able to down both of them, completed day 1, that was fine. Day 2, less hard, but still difficult, was able to get through it. Fast forward to now, I think I'm on day 16, and I'm just going to actually continue going for another 2 weeks. But it's still pretty bitter, the teas, but they're manageable, they're bearable, and I can chug them. Well, not chug, I don't really chug them completely like that, but I'm able to finish them if I really put my mind to it within an hour. And how I drink them is, I typically drink them, I try to finish them before 12 noon every day. So I wake up around 6 a.m., I'll strain the teas, and then I will just carry it with me to work because I don't want to be sipping on my commute just in case I have to use the washroom. So I will wait till I'm at work, and then I'll drink the teas before 12 noon ideally, and then I'll have my lunch, and then whatever, I'll continue the rest of my day. If I don't get around to finishing it before 12, that's fine. I just make sure I finish it before latest 6 p.m. and he does mention that on the website. You want to make sure you finish it before 5 p.m. at least. I'm actually still drinking one of them. This one is the Tummy TeaTox. It looks like rust. It's a strong flavor, but you know, 3 straws because I'm serious about this and I need to get it down. So with all of that being said, I know you want to know if I've noticed any experiences or if there's any benefits. You know, do I feel like I have less candida, I guess? And honestly, in full transparency, not yet. So I don't know. I think it's just my body is taking its time and I just have to learn to trust the process. So even though I'm a little doubtful at times, I do know that I am killing off, you know, bad bacteria and killing out parasites and worms and stuff. That's great. But I just need to keep the focus, eyes on the prize, tunnel vision, and just keep striving, because I know that this is going to be for a better outcome in the end, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I mean, that's the whole point of my channel, is just to at least share this part with you guys. So if you wanted to try it out or you're interested yourself. But quickly I'll talk about what I did experience, because even though I'm not feeling like, you know, like I'm rid of it forever, I did still experience some things. So one of them being, I noticed that I did have an increase in bowel movements, and it happened starting like the first day. So I started drinking the teas on the Friday. By the Saturday I was already like clearing out my system. So yeah, so I can say that it's been really helpful for that. So that's one thing. Another thing I noticed is that my taste buds have now adapted to the bitter flavor of the teas, which is great, because the first day, I am not a lie, like the first day was really rough for me. The second day was okay, and then the third day was so hard, and I didn't get it. I didn't get that process. I was like, how did it get worse the third day? But anyways, I can say now that the taste is bearable and I'm able to just drink it within an hour at least, which is great. I noticed a little bit of discomfort. So I know that you can experience die-off as severe as fevers, flu, nausea. I haven't experienced anything too severe, but I did experience discomfort. So one of them was, I remember one day I was bending down and my knee joint was hurting. It felt like fluid was stuck in there. It was such a weird experience, and that lasted for about 2 to 3 days, but it went away since then and never came back. I'm gonna say it was the teas, because I did not injure myself at the gym or do anything crazy. So yeah, for sure. Another thing I noticed was I started to feel a little bit depressed. So I felt like 2 nights in a row I felt really sad. And outside of taking the teas, like in my life, nothing was really bothering me. So once again, I'm going to have to blame the teas for that. And the last thing I noticed was that some days I'd be fine, and then I'd notice that my nose was running. Yeah, so I haven't really noticed anything too severe, which is great. But I mean, I have gone through some phases, and yeah, we'll see what's coming up next. But so as I mentioned before, I purchased the 14-day cleanse initially, but I don't feel like I have enough. I don't think that enough has happened, so I'm going to continue this for another 2 weeks, thus making it a month on this detox. I just wanted to stop in, let you guys know what I've been doing and if it's been working. But I also want to keep you guys updated on that process and journey, just in case you want to take it on yourself. I do encourage you to do so, but if you do so, I'm going to also suggest that you do so with a meat-free diet, just because, you know, we're trying to cut to the chase and we're trying to get to the healthy part as fast as we can. Thank you for watching. Just wanted to stop in, share with you what I've been up to so far, because, you know, when I get a little quiet on YouTube, that means I'm up to something. That means something's changed, trust me. I'm always up to something. Plus, it's my birthday next weekend, so I kind of wanted to do this detox for myself for my birthday. So yeah, I can't wait to share with you the rest of the 2 weeks and how it goes, and, you know, by then, you know, hopefully I am feeling really great. But I mean, even right now I'm feeling really good. I'm proud of myself for completing 2 weeks in general. It hasn't been easy, but it's definitely worth it. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment box below. Looking forward to answering. Also, another note, I noticed that I get a lot of comments on my videos. You know, I share my Candida diet, what I eat in a day, and those were created like a year ago, some of them earlier this year. And please be aware that I'm always working my way through this journey and diet, so I'm always learning new things as I go along. Some of the things that I ate in the beginning are not things that I eat now, vice versa. And also remember that everyone's body is different. I don't follow a uniform like Candida diet restriction list. Now that I'm adapted to a plant-based diet, I do still eat chickpeas, I do still eat fruits like pineapple and papaya and berries. So that's my preference, that's what I choose to do right now in this moment. Will it be something I continue with future? I'm not sure, but I just wanted to put it out there that I'm sharing with you guys what I do, what is working in the moment for me now, and do not feel obligated to copy what I do. Don't, because I don't know your body, I don't know how you're reacting to certain foods, but I just wanted to get on this platform to share with you my journey, and hopefully you can, through experiencing or sharing my journey, that inspires you to want to do your own or research a little bit more and change maybe some of your habits. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe for more, and tell me the type of videos you want me to share. And I will see you next time. Bye.